Early on in the sci-fi action film from 2010, Inception, we see Dom Cobb and his crew of dream thieves standing at this intersection and discussing the levels of their next Inception schemes. Several scenes were shot in this intersection, just from different angles, so it appears to be different places. Who played the starring role as Dom Cobb? Several scenes take place inside a modern-looking hotel lobby, which in real life is the lobby of the new CAA building, the headquarters of Hollywood's most powerful agency, the Creative Artist Agency. The architecture of this building has given it the nickname the Death Star. Among others, this is where Dom meets Fisher in the lobby bar and convinces him that he's dreaming, but to trust him as his dream security. Who played the role of Fisher, the heir to a business empire? You also know him as Jim in 28 Days Later, as Scarecrow in the Dark Knight trilogy, and as the leader of the Peaky Blinders in the drama series Peaky Blinders. This is where Dom picks up Ariadne, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a train appears and rolls down the middle of the street, smashing cars out of its way. It's of course part of a dream sequence, but the scene was very real. It wasn't CGI. They actually built a locomotive, put it on wheels, and drove it up 7th Street for filming. At the time of filming, what was the name of the actress playing the role of Ariadne, the graduate student of architecture who is recruited to construct the various dreamscapes? She was nominated for an Academy Award for portraying the title role in Juno, and she portrays Vanya Hargreaves in the superhero series The Umbrella Academy. She changed her first name from Ellen to Elliot after she came out as transgender. A gunfight breaks out on the street right here. It's all within a dream as Fisher's subconsciousness begins to fight back, creating a squad of armed defenders. The director of Inception likes to experiment with narrative structures, the construction of time, and the malleable nature of memory and personal identity, as we could see in Memento, Interstellar, and Tenet. What's the name of this director? Mal Cobb, Dom's deceased wife, is about to jump to her death from a window up there on the 6th floor. Because she believes that she is still in a dream and that the only way to wake up is to die. And it's from a ledge of the building that she encourages Dom to take a leap of faith with her. Who played the role of Mal, who in reality is a manifestation of Dom's guilt about the real cause of her suicide? This French actress has portrayed Edith Piaf in La Vie en Rose, and the director also used her as Miranda Tate, aka Talia al Ghul, in The Dark Knight Rises. You recognize the Chester Williams building from several films. For instance, it became a New York subway station entrance for Joel Schumacher's phone booth, and Colin Farrell's booth was placed right here. And in the original horror film from '98, Blade, it was the apartment block of Blade's partner, Dr. Karen Jensen. Who played the role of the daywalker Blade in Blade?
Look out of any window, any morning, any evening, any day. Maybe the sun is shining, birds are winging, no rain is falling from a heavy sky.
Dom walks with his wife through a deep dream world they have created together, and in the real world they are walking along this stretch of road. Later in the movie, We're back in the dream world, only this time Ariadne is with him, and they get deeper into the dream, and we see more of its surrealistic details, such as homes and buildings partially submerged in a large pool. As you can see, the reflecting pool is real, although we have to come back at a later point when there's water in it. But the partially submerged houses in the pool were of course added with CGI, and several floors were CGI added to this building, making it appear much taller in the film. Let's bring in Ames, the sharp-tongued associate of Cobb, who played Ames. The director also used this actor as an RAF fighter pilot in Dunkirk and as the villain Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. We also see the interior of this building when Dom takes Ariadne upstairs to his residence, but instead of a short elevator ride. We're suddenly in Pasadena, at Dom's family home, where the scenes with his children were filmed. Let's get back to LADWP building, because that has been featured in many great productions. You recognize this place from films such as Chinatown and Volcano, and of course the post-apocalyptic sci-fi classic The Omega Man, where Robert Neville jogs around the building. The Omega Man is based on Richard Matheson's novel I Am Legend. Will Smith portrayed Robert Neville in the adaptation from 2007, but who starred in the adaptation from '64, The Last Man on Earth? He is especially known for horror movies such as The Fly, House on Haunted Hill, and Theater of Blood, and for his roles in Edgar Allan Poe adaptations such as The Pit and the Pendulum. And you have heard his iconic voice many times, for instance in the monologue on Michael Jackson's Thriller. It's in the building's parking garage that Kyle Reese explains to Sarah Connor what a Terminator is in the sci-fi action film from '84, The Terminator. Who played Kyle Reese? Will Smith returned to this place when he held a news conference to announce that he is heading to prison, in which action film from 2008 about a reckless alcoholic vigilante superhero. Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher randomly run into each other at a market taking place here in the rom-com No Strings Attached, and the exterior of the building stood in for the Mid-Wilshire Police Department in the drama series The Rookie. Who starred as the older rookie, police officer John Nolan, in The Rookie? You have seen this familiar face in the leading role of Captain Malcolm Reynolds on the drama series Firefly, and he played the mystery novelist Richard Castle in the comedy drama series Castle. Let's finish with the great but unfortunately short-lived drama series Flash Forward, which used the building as the FBI headquarters, where Special Agent Mark Benford works, who played the leading role as Agent Benford, who investigates the phenomena of everyone losing consciousness at the same time for exactly 2 minutes and 17 seconds. He also starred next to Jude Law in Enemy at the Gates. He played Commander Fred Waterford in the dystopian television series The Handmaid's Tale, and his brother has played M in the last 3 James Bond movies.